Hi Pisces, welcome. Welcome to your love reading. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Now, this is your love reading for the end of the month, on end of October, but if there's something about work and career and it stands out, I will talk about that very quickly as well, if it happens. If there's a message that screams out. Now let's begin. Let's shuffle 5 times. Okay, what are the current energies? Something happened there. I think there might have been some kind of disagreement, of fight. Yes, some fights or dramas, or yes, something related to that. But it might happen in the distant past for some of you because it is at the bottom. But what is happening right now? 3 of Wands and the Strength card. Fire signs. Leo is emphasized, but Aries, Sagittarius is here as an energy as well. There's this resistance, this lack of vulnerability, this hope, this waiting period, this desire to see progress, advancement. There's this energy of hoping, but you yourself not doing anything. Just keeping the hope and trying to release expectations. What is blocking this situation? The stagnancy, and this is your energy, in fact, the Hangman. This is Pisces energy. Maybe you are self-sabotaging this, I don't know how exactly. Maybe I should ask about it, but there's no movement, no progress. Things feeling stuck. I think you should try to change the perspective a little bit about this story. Try to see things differently. It might help. I think this might be needed, this space, or was needed. I think you should try to ask yourself, what is something new you figured out after all this silence? What are some facts or data you got from this distance? Do you think you understand them fully? Do you think you have been in their shoes, or can you be in their shoes and try to see the situation from their perspective? Because you have a high intuition, you can do that, I think. And if you are in their position, why are they acting like that? I'm not telling they're doing good or bad, but what justifies their actions? Why is it happening? Now I will give a very simple, quick example. They are keeping or creating that distance because they don't love you. It is just that simple. Or they're just feared of commitment. They don't feel confident. And all other reasons, but you know better. This is an exercise for you if you want to do that. Now let's see what is happening in your subconscious. You have been broken, I think, and I don't see you healed in your subconscious. It's very recommended therapy and journaling for this situation. There's so much pain. You are not showing it publicly or posting so publicly about it. I don't expect that, but I think deep inside, when you are by yourself, there's lots of pain about this. I'm sorry, but it doesn't feel healed completely. It will heal eventually, but it hasn't yet. What about the focus? You do want a connection that has desire, but you don't want toxicity, and you have been dealing with so much toxicity and unhealthy behaviors from this situation, and you don't want to obsess about somebody as well. What about the past? Fights. Here we have this again. What happened between you, Pisces, and this other person that triggered some fights? And we have the Two of Cups. Okay, you could have had some fights with this person and released it, and it couldn't have bothered you anymore, but it bothered you, and it still bothers you somehow to this day, because we have the Two of Cups. This was somehow not just a random situation. No, it was meant to happen to trigger you. It was an important situation. How does it continue, or what is the next line in the story? I don't know exactly, but I do know that for some of you this was a soulmate, and not all soulmates happen to be together long term. That is another thing to note here, but for most of you with the Two of Cups, either it was a soulmate or it felt like that. How do you view this person? You want to be logical and a bit much more critical about if giving again to the situation, because you want to be sure that if you are giving, you are receiving, and if you are giving, you are in a mutual situation, not with somebody that is just scattered and also not replying to you, but replying to others as well. You don't want to be taken for granted, because there's a kind of feeling like that. You want to plant that seed of commitment. You want to know that this is a step, that next step, but this is serious. We are not children anymore. We're not playing games. We're not just hoping and thinking, okay, we will leave that just to fate. No, we need to have a plan, or we need to be completely mature and sure that we really want this. That's the kind of impression I'm getting with that Ace of Pentacles as well. Now, how do they view you? Very patient. Okay, you're holding your horses. That's how they view you. Holding your horses to rush towards that situation again. You're trying to be logical, not emotional. They know that you have emotions and feelings, but you are trying to act like an air sign. They know that you have a strong drive and passion, but you're trying to find that inner balance, inner harmony, that middle way, that middle ground into this. And you want fairness. But that is, I think, that sentence, you are holding your horses, explains better this combination of energies here. That's how they view you. Now let's see about what is the advice. The World. Tower reversed. The Sun. Okay, for now, at this very moment, I think that if you want to be happy, there's an answer to that. If you want to be unhappy, there's another answer to that. And it might seem cliche, but here we have the Sun. If you want to be happy, close that cycle. Avoid a tower moment again with this person. That's what I'm getting. If you want peace of mind. If you are, again, with them, let's take a hypothesis about if you and this person are together right now, what is the energy of that reunion or connection? The Magician, the Queen of Cups, a new cycle, I think. Five of Cups. I think it would be very intensive, with some deep feelings being expressed, with a great motivation to make this work. But the risk is that one of you at least will hide the wounds that are still there, are not expressed, are not talked about. There are some questions there that might have never been asked or never got answered fully or at all. And those bother you. So it's like going to a party but feeling wounded and possibly not enjoying it. It's better to rest and heal, I think, and put the priority into yourself, then go to the party. Yes, enjoy the first part of that celebration there, what is happening, but what is happening later is that you are forcing yourself, you are trying to, you're putting so much pressure into your health. This is all metaphorically speaking, telling me that a restart right now would be feeling like fireworks and intensive and with good intentions, but it's up to you both how you navigate this. But from what I see is one of you trying not to talk about the wounds, and that might be a problem if you reunited. Okay, let's see. I'm not okay, I wanted to see what is in the near future. I'm going to look at that because I think we already got that message if you reunited, but let's see what is happening in the near future. The Empress, Six of Swords. Okay, here's another message here that reconfirms it over and over again. So if this reading is resonating with you until now, tells me that in the near future you leaving something behind will open the door to that big love that you have been hoping for. That partner of yours that you have been trying to imagine, to manifest, or want to be with those qualities will present to you, will be presented to you. But the idea is that you have to make a compromise. That compromise might feel heavy for some of you, and that is to leave something behind, something that was dearly to you, a connection behind. So put it in other words, much more clearly. If you leave this situation behind, there's a great chance that you will have much more abundance in love, but I do think in work as well. I don't know why, but maybe you are more focused and more productive. That's what I'm getting about the current energies right now, at this very moment. Energies can change. You both can change this story if you want by choosing different actions. So if you both communicate it tonight, right now, this near future would be something else. If you continued into this energy without putting much effort or consciously thinking about it, that's the kind of timeline or path we see here. Pisces, this was your general reading. Now, if you want to know more details about the person that is currently in your mind, let's see more about them. It seems quite interesting that they think that you are resisting a lot, but let's see what do they feel as well, and other details about actions and so on. So if interested, the extended video is in the description box below. And with that being said, I wish you All the best, good luck, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.